Right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The House of Tomorrow, 1949. Gets a very high 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb, 660 ratings. It's a Tex Avery cartoon who also did Droopy, but no Droopy in this one. Narrator takes us on the tour of the dream house of the future and its many innovative appliances. There are a bunch of gags like there's this automatic shaver thing that pops out of the mirror and it shaves the guy's nose off. Everything except for the eyes. Things like that. There's a sunbathe. There's a guy getting a suntan, and the hamburger flips him over. So those are the kind of gags. And then they show a rather scantily clad blondie in a bathing suit, not once but twice in this thing. Anyways, I don't remember all the gags, and I'm not seeing more detail on IMDb. So sorry if I missed a lot of stuff on this review. I wasn't really paying too much attention. The House of Tomorrow. And I think I watched it on Friday or something when I wasn't too tired and I was having trouble taking naps in my car, the Good Eggs parking lot. Let's see. So I worked 60 hours in 5 days. 5 days straight, mind you. Not 2 days here and 2 days here and 1 day here. It was Friday through today. And my son was on summer vacation, so I had an opportunity to make a little money. They were short drivers on Sunday night, Father's Day. I didn't even get to see my son on Father's Day. He was being kidnapped on vacation with his Oh, here's another gag. I'm looking at the poster for this cartoon. And each television has different channels. You got the scantily clad blondie channel for the father of the house. And the mother is watching like homemaking, and the kids have a special television that only plays one channel, Cowboys and Indians. Okay, I got another gag in. I was paying attention to this. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. I hated this thing. Sorry, Professor Quiz. I wish I could find a better cartoon for you to watch. All right. So I got to go through the bonus features of Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House. I've got 10/10/1949 Lux Radio Theater broadcast with Cary Grant and Irene Dunne. That's about an hour. I'm listening to that, and it's not funny. I'm sorry. Cary Grant can be funny at times, but then it kind of gets old. I know Adrian likes Cary Grant. So I got to get through that, and then June 9th, 1950 Screen Directors Playhouse broadcast with Cary Grant and Betsy Drake. Who's Betsy Drake? So I bet you those will be an hour each, and just be wasting 2 hours tomorrow listening to the radio broadcast versions of Mr. Blandings builds his dream house. So Cary Grant did a bunch of comedies like this, and then he'd appear on radio with a different actress, not the movie actress, but the radio actress, Irene Dunn in this case, and Betsy Drake. So he did that quite a bit for Lux Theater and Screen Directors Playhouse. Lux Radio Theaters, excuse me. I guess Lux was a brand of soap or something. I don't know. I listened to the advertisements on these discs, and it talks about soap, Lux soap. How great is Lux soap? How come I never heard about Lux during my lifetime? It must have been a 1940s thing. That kind of petered out in popularity. Okay. Well, I better get going. Get my grocery shopping. I gotta go to the bank and get some gas. I've just been working in Oakland 5 days straight. I got it out of my system. And it's just that one unfortunate accident that got the manager on my case. He had already been haranguing me about working 16 hours, which is more than the allowed time on the road for OSHA and Department of Transportation, according to him. So I don't know what he wants me to do about that. He's going to change my schedule, cut my hours again. My last paycheck was $1,400 for 2 weeks net pay, and I need to bump that up to about $2,000. I got to find a second job, and fast. The bank is sitting on my loan application for a week. The underwriter's out of the office, and nobody took over my application. So I keep calling every day, and they keep telling me, "Oh, somebody's going to call you back." Nobody calls me back. And I'm escalating to the supervisor, then nothing happens. So what can I do to get this thing resolved? It's like calling them and being put on hold for half an hour, and then talking to this useless lady who explains her internal process to me is just an absolute waste of time. But I still keep calling them every day, just to remind them that I'm still around. I don't mind holding if I'm listening to this Lux Theater broadcast, Lux Radio Theater, excuse me. All right. So I think I got the major points of this cartoon that I disliked. And I just took a nap when I got home for about an hour and a half, I think. It's a pretty decent power nap. And I woke up refreshed from the energy drink that I took this morning. So I think I'm going to get all my errands out of the way, go to bed early, fry up some bacon burger, and watch my checking account dwindle again while that incompetent bank of mine sits on my loan application. And my bills keep piling up. They're sitting on $2,000, which I could use to pay some bills and maybe stick about half of it in my Robinhood account. which was up today. So the stock market took a bounce today. So that was good for my Robinhood account. I made about $50, which is a lot considering how much I've lost since the beginning of the year, really. So cool. I guess I'll check out bluecrew.com tomorrow. See if there are any part-time jobs for Wednesday and Thursday. Didn't have any luck with Indeed so far. And I'm getting tired of waiting. It's been a couple of weeks, right, when it started freaking out about my finances, finally. After 3 months of working full-time, double overtime, it's still not enough. But I am getting good exercise out of it. And it's fun. I get to listen to the radio all day long. Classic rock, Adrian's kind of music, Pink Floyd time, and Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb. Those are the two songs. Those are my two favorite Pink Floyd songs. I don't even think Roger Waters sang Time, did he? Who sang Time? So the bassist Roger Waters wrote the lyrics to Time. So Richard White and David Gilmour sang Time. You don't even hear Roger Waters. Anyways, I love the guitar riff in Time. It's one of the best guitar riffs that I've ever heard. And then it's got the keyboard in the background. It's kind of cool. It's almost like a new wave with that Casio keyboard going off. Wee, 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 wee. All right. I better get going. I'm going off on a tangent today, just like I did my last video for 28 minutes. I think my son was watching my video for the Prowler because he's the only one who has access to my account. He gave it a thumbs up. I guess he convinced his mother to give him her phone. Either that or his half-sister gave him her phone. Because I don't think he was allowed to bring his iPad unless he did some last-minute negotiating with his mother or something. He's pretty clever at getting things from his mother. I could never get anything from her, but he can somehow. All right. Well, I think you know what's coming down the pike for the next couple weeks in terms of Netflix. I'm going to cook dinner, then get all my chores, errands done, do laundry tomorrow. Check out bluecrew.com. Finish up this stupid Cary Grant comedy about buying a house. Rather banal kind of activity to be buying a house and then turn it into a comedy. But I guess it was the thing to do after World War II. got all this money, making $15,000 a year. Cary Grant as an advertising executive. That was big money back in 1949. He wants to buy a house in rural Connecticut. He's tired of living in an apartment in the city or something. He doesn't want to be city slicker anymore. That's the whole gist of the movie that and the radio broadcast that I'm about to partake in. Cool. So sorry I haven't been doing reviews these last 5 days. I've been working hard and not enough money to show for it. Although the morning dispatcher has been giving me longer routes these past couple of days, but I suspect that won't be the case on Friday. And I might have my schedule changed anyway to fix that. So if I get a small route in the morning, get back at like 12:30, then I get another route for the afternoon, get back around 8. I can still work 14 hours. No, get back around 7. I don't think I'll be working more than well, I don't know. If I get a big route in the afternoon, that's the big if. Then I could possibly go over 14 hours on Friday. But we'll see. I was just struggling this morning with my route. My first 10 stops were downtown, all these commercial buildings, high-rise apartments. I couldn't find parking, couldn't find the loading dock. I had to go up a freight elevator, which took forever. And I had to get a badge for 555 Mission Street. Oh, man. It was just delay after delay after delay for the first 10 stops downtown. It's difficult getting access to the building. There was this one building on Sansom Street, close to where I used to work for 12 years. And I dialed the intercom, no answer. Try calling, no answer. Try texting, no answer. And then right when I mark the stop as missed, the lady calls me and says, come back, I'll let you in the lobby. You can just leave it in the lobby. So I wasted about 10 minutes circling back around and redelivering the thing. It was like that for every single stop. Then my phone started to crap out, like the GPS was kept shutting down when I'm trying to pull up an address, or it would take me to an address at a previous stop that I did. So I had to circle back around, wasting 20 minutes. And then I had to punch out for my meal break, and when I hit the meal button on my time card, it just started spinning around. So I had to do a manual time card correction when I got back to Oakland. I put it a decent 9.5 hours because that route was I was just having all kinds of problems with it. It was the first big route that I had gotten in like 3 weeks. And I suspect that the morning guy is going to give me a big route just so that I can get my 9.5 hours. And then I won't get a route in the afternoon because it'll be too late by then. So that's what I'm worried about. but it would be good news for my 3 fans of the channel, Karate Man, Adrian, and Professor Quiz, because I would get home earlier, catch up on my nappy poos, and do more movie reviews for you all. I just got to find a second job on Wednesdays and Thursdays, bottom line. Bartender, pizza delivery, something that pays cash tips so I can make a little extra later.